Welcome back, guys. This is Gaming with Austin, and today we're going towards the reason I'm doing this a little late is because I was at a death metal concert. Yes, I got to meet two of the members. They're the only original members left of Cannibal Corpse. Let's talk about Cannibal Corpse for a second, which is one of my favorite death metal bands. I don't just support death metal, I support all forms of heavy metal. Not just death metal. I'm gonna try to get this finished. And the drummer, Paul Mazurkiewicz, is actually a vegetarian. He's been vegetarian since about 2003. I actually didn't meet him. I in fact met him, along with the bass guitar Alex Webster. If he was on Metalocalypse, he'd be changed to William Murderface. Mazurkiewicz would be changed to Pickles the drummer. Corpse Grinder being Nathan Explosion. The two guitars being Squiscar and Toki. Squiscar, Toki. Yes? Yes? Thank you. That was signed by Cannibal Corpse.
No, I wrote it on there so you wouldn't forget what the from.
Love you too, Mom. Mom got me a souvenir. Back to the game. I've been vegetarian since late 2017. Let's talk about the songs they played at the concert. One of the songs they played is called I Come Blood. Another one they played is Evisceration Plague. Their ultimate song they play at the end of each show. Smashed Truth. Yes, that song. Smashed Truth. No wonder if the band resides in the Mord House. Like in Death Clock. And I do not just support death metal. I support all metal. Not just death metal. I don't just support death metal. I'd support all forms of heavy metal. The song Killer Become kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead. What's great about printing your own tickets is you don't have to worry about ticket scalping. Ticket scalping's pretty common in rap concerts because those tickets sell out very quickly. But for death metal concerts, they tend to be kind of rare. I'd rather support all sorts of all forms of heavy metal instead of just death metal, because I listen to power metal too. Like Gamma Ray, Halloween, Judas Priest. Even though they're an influence of... Why I call them power metal? One of the songs they were playing in between bands is Power Slave by Iron Maiden. When I was taking a piss in the men's restroom, I noticed someone was wearing a Korpiklani patch on their shirt, on their jacket. What's funny about them not being able to perform at Disney World? The fact the lead singer loves to go to Disney World. That's pretty funny. What it takes to become a vegetarian, it takes a bit of planning. You gotta check what diseases you have before you go vegetarian. You're okay to go vegetarian if you're diabetic, actually. Which is good news. What does it take? It takes a bit of planning to go vegetarian. It's hard to do it in one try. It takes several tries. Same thing with straight up going vegan. Two, three, four, five. My goal is to try to veganize the world. Korpiklani is from Finland. Their ultimate song at every concert they perform at is featured in Pet Detective. It's featured in Ace Ventura Pet Detective with Jim Carrey in it. If Jim Carrey was American, I'd have him for president. If we all went vegetarian, global warming wouldn't be as much of a problem as it is now. Want to know why? Going vegetarian is actually it's one of the most humane diets out there. But for cats, it's inhumane. Because cats are one of the animals that must eat meat to survive. If they go vegetarian or vegan, they'll die. Some people have tried putting them on a vegan diet with fatal results. They need meat. Not only that. Two of the members of Carcass are actually vegetarian. Vegetarianism and heavy metal. Now, I've been vegetarian for about a year now. For a little over a year now. But not a year and a whole month. About a year and maybe a week. And closer, about 53 weeks. When you go vegetarian, you feel more sympathy towards the animals. Which is good news. And if everybody followed a vegetarian diet, ultimately it'll be good for us. Humans and all the other animals. We wouldn't be stealing land from wild animals. Paul Mazurkiewicz and the two members of Carcass and Paul McCartney, they're proof that you can live without meat. Let's hope the whole world where do you get protein if you don't eat meat? The truth is, most foods have protein in them, which makes it really easy. If the whole world went vegan, it'd be a better place for all. And if you blasted Cannibal Corpse around a bunch of sharks, the sharks would join a very violent mosh pit. They'd fight the shit out of each other to the death over who gets to listen to Cannibal Corpse. What is my type of darkness? And the rain will kill us all. Throw ourselves against the wall. Cannibal Corpse. Sharks love death metal. If we humans as a species were obligate carnivores, we wouldn't be able to go vegetarian at all. I see the meat industry as nothing but pure evil towards those innocent little animals. Poor innocent little animals who end up suffering on their last legs before they die. This is pretty... Living as a farm animal, it's pretty sad. My tip, the best thing you can do is leave meat off your plate. That's the best thing you can do, is to not eat meat. That's the best thing you can do. That's the best thing you can do, is not eat meat. Whenever you go to a meat market, what you're really buying is the lifeless body of an innocent animal who went through a lot of pain. Who didn't deserve to go through that pain. No animal shall live in pain, like ever. We need to stop the inhumane treatment of farm animals. If I had a pig, I'd have one as a pet. And if I was a pig breeder, I'd breed them for pets. I'd take larger pigs, not sterilize them. And I'd have the smaller pigs reproduce. If the whole world went vegan, it'd be a better place for all of us. With cats, the reason most cats are not vegetarian is that they can't go vegetarian at all. It's not that they choose not to, it's that they cannot. Because for cats, eating meat's a matter of life or death. For them. cats, eating meat's, it's actually a matter of life or death. This is... Because, you know, cats as a species are not meant to be vegetarian at all. Some people have tried putting them on a vegetarian diet. The result, they ended up dying from malnutrition. That's the sad truth about trying to put a cat on a vegan diet. Many of them will not survive. This is pretty sad. It's repugnant, and it's also really abusive. With cats, they're actually natural-born meat eaters. Doesn't matter if they don't care about the taste of meat. So not the flavor that... It's not just the flavor that makes cats love meat. It's the nutrients that they need. That can only be obtained from animal flesh. An example of such essential nutrients that cats need that they cannot produce that is only found in animal flesh, taurine. Trying to feed a cat on a vegetarian diet will have fatal results. Which makes cats not good pets for vegetarians. Cats are not good pets for vegetarians. But you know, with cats, unlike dogs, they were able to domesticate themselves. Even though dogs are actually more closely related to wolves, domestication is something that happens over many generations. It doesn't just happen overnight. It actually happens over many generations. The truth is, our teeth really are not designed for meat. Because look at the shape of our teeth. Look at our canines. When you compare that to the canines of a cat or a dog, our canines are more blunt. Our molars are flatter compared to an omnivore or a carnivore. With dogs, their intestines in body proportion to their body are a bit longer than that of a cat's, so they could digest plant matter. Because the truth is, meat spoils very quickly. Not just because of the bacteria found in meat. It's not just because of bacteria. It's not just because of bacteria. But also the enzymes too. You know, Hannibal Lecter's not a vegetarian at all. Because he is a cannibal. What do cannibals eat? Meat. The meat that comes directly from another human being. One thing he is able to do is eat the brains of a living person, which is really disgusting. The Yulin Dog Meat Festival should be abolished. At all costs. Because it hurts the animal more than it hurts us. Meat is really bad for the environment. My best thing you can do is to not eat meat. You know, cats are one of the only mammals in this world that really cannot go vegetarian at all. Going vegetarian can be pretty easy. If you just keep trying. It's like trying to quit smoking. I know it's a little hard at first. But eventually, it'll be a success. In about 600 to 800 million years from now, will either be eat or get eaten. It's either eat or get eaten. The only hope for animals is if you stop eating meat. Because one of my main concerns that explains why I hate capitalism. Why it should be abolished. Is for one, it ultimately leads to the suffering of people in underdeveloped communities. It also leads to corruption of governments around the world. You know, a vegan diet for a cat is considered unnatural. It's unnatural for cat owners to omit meat from their diet. It's actually unnatural. Because, you know, cats, unlike other animals, they must have meat in their... Unlike most mammals, cats must eat meat to survive. Even if they don't want to eat meat, they still have to. If you ate nothing but meat, you're gonna get really sick. This is proof our bodies are really not designed for meat. For meat in mind, with meat in mind. I'd like for my comrades who still love to hunt, I'd like to encourage them to stop. I'd like for them to stop. Because they are hurting animals. It costs the animals more than it does us. The meat costs us money, but it costs the animals even more. Their lives. Your life is more valuable than money. Life is the most valuable thing you have. Don't ever support a puppy mill. There are plenty of animals at shelters awaiting adoption. There are plenty of pets out there awaiting adoption. The good news is that there are animals out there awaiting adoption for a future home. They deserve a loving home. Don't support the puppy mills. Because when pet stores say breeder, they really are referring to puppy mills. They do it to deceive customers. And this is it for this wait. Forgot. And this is it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you liked this video, dislike if you disliked it, subs if you loved it. As always, thank you for watching. Share this with your comrades on social media, and as always, peace out.